¿Qué crees que Top Rank vio en ti para firmarte? Porque Top Rank no agarra a cualquier peleador, solamente al que le ve un futuro y es como el rey Midas, Bob Arum, para agarrar boxeadores.
What do you think was that Top Rank really focused on you and decided to sign you? Because Top Rank doesn't sign anyone. We know that. Top Rank is a very good, respected promotion. So, what do you think really captivated Top Rank in your style?
I think the biggest thing is what I did in the amateurs. You know, in the amateurs, you don't see too many knockouts, but a lot of my fights were knockouts in the amateur divisions, and especially just because I got that silver medal in the Olympics. I think that kind of you bring home hardware, it makes it a lot easier for people to kind of know that you really are who you say you are.
So, you had that one loss in the Olympics. I'm going to butcher the name.
Jalov.
Jollof. And then you went back and did it again. That I was telling my father as we were going up the stairs. I was like, this is that Mexican heart in there. It's like, oh, I just lost, you know, it was a bad night, whatever. No, you went there, you went back. You went back to the lines. Then, like, what gets that fire on you? Like, I know you want to prove still that you're made for it, but I feel like for a fight that magnitude, going back, that's to speak levels.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, it's not like I wasn't nervous, and it's not like there was anything like that, but I think that's what kind of like defines it is like when you are nervous, you bite down on that mouthpiece. My dad would always say, you bite down on that mouthpiece and sometimes you just have to punch. I love this sport. I breathe it, I live it every day. We're training, doing something with boxing in it, and so I know that this is kind of what I was put on earth to do, and with that being said, I mean, you're going to have ups and downs. You're going to have, like, good days, bad days, as long as you're able to turn that page, If you win, if you lose, if you draw, being able to turn that page and trying to get better, I mean, that's what it's all about.
Estás en la división que por muchos años fue la mejor de los pesos completos para Estados Unidos. Mike Tyson, Holyfield, Eddie Bowe, Muhammad Ali, muchos nombres. Ahorita está por parte de Inglaterra, que es Tyson Fury, y Rusia también, Usyk. ¿No te emociona saber que traes sangre mexicana y te puedes llegar a convertirte en el campeón mundial mexicoamericano?
There was that golden age of heavyweights in America, the names Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, and then kind of just got shut off for a little bit. We went back to Europe. Now we see Tyson Fury, we got Usyk, we got Ukraine, and having you as a Mexican American, which by the way I love what you said, Mexican come first. First time I hear that, that was amazing. You being a Mexican American, getting into this stage and climbing that ladder, representing both America and Mexico, and that must be some kind of pressure on you, but in the good way that you want to prove these people that it's not only Europe, it's not only America, it's both Mexico and America.
Yeah, I think that if there's no pressure on you, you're not doing something right. If you feel nervous or you feel like there's that it's worth it, then you're gonna have some pressure, and I feel bad whenever someone talks about like, oh, like the heavyweights right now, you never see a Mexican heavyweight or you never see someone from the US or for the Americas anymore. It's like, it almost, it rubs me the wrong way. Like I want to show everybody that no, like we got this from the littlest weight class to the biggest weight class, we're here to stay. And yes, there is pressure on me, but I think that it's a pressure that I've wanted, and I can't come in here and be in the position I'm at and be mad at what's on the other side of things, Like, yes, there's pressure, but this is what I've asked for. This is what I wanted. I wanted those eyes on me. I wanted people to ask about Richard Torrez and to want to see him win or lose or draw, but to still tune in, And I think that I'm just blessed to be in the position I'm at right now, to have people with eyes on me and have this pressure. And so whatever more pressure they want to give me or however you want to see how it is, I'm here to fight and I'm here to win.
It's crazy to see your third generation. What weight was your father?
My dad was 156 and 147. He went to the Olympic trials at 147, 156. He went to the Olympic trials at 156. He got all the way to the semifinals, and he lost in the semifinals. Who did you fight in the semifinals? He fought Ronnie Essen in the semifinals, who Frank Tate went to the Olympics. But yeah, so my dad has always been my role model, And I would watch the old the cassette tapes or whatever, you know, the real old VHS tapes of him when he was a kid, and I'd see how he'd fight some like real tall guys because he was a small guy for his weight class. He'd come in, he'd throw the hooks, he'd stay inside, and he'd tire the guy out. And I'm like, there's something about that, you know, like not just knocking the guy, because knocking the guy out, it's cool and all, but if you could take his heart, if you could take his mind off of it with a body shot, like some of the Mexican body shots that just devastate your opponent to the point where they know they're there still, because you knock a guy out, he doesn't know he's there anymore, but they know they're there and they just can't get up. You know you got it, you know, and I like that idea. I like being able to just take him to hell and back, and then know that I still have more in the tank.
See, my father, he fought for 115, 126, 130. He was always tall. He was always short, right? He's always told me that tall fighters are the ones that fall the best.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you see a tall fighter. My dad has always told me I like fighting tall fighters. Like if you put him against someone the same stature, whatever, you know, okay. But fighting against someone that's taller than you, see him then fall, see him then take that knee, it's a feeling that you just take in. You know, because at the weigh-in, sure, you know, like that, but then you're looking down at them. You know, that's a feeling that people, I think, don't really understand until they, you know, get into a ring.
Yeah. Cuando tú tiras el cuerpo, pero you have to touch up high because they're so much taller. Yeah, there's nothing like it, because everyone's counting you out. You know, everyone's thinking, oh, the shorter guy's done for. Oh, everyone's thinking like, oh, it's over. And the only one that knows is you know, and then you go out there and you prove them. You're right, man. There's nothing like it.
¿Cómo ves los pesos completos ahora? Tyson Fury, Mike Tyson, Anthony Joshua, ¿crees que todavía esté vigente? Y esta nueva camada que ha habido que ahora son ingleses.
How do you see this new, well, not new, but this
generation?
This big generation of European fighters. You know, you got Tyson, you got Usyk. How do you see them? How do you see yourself getting into that mix?
Pronto, I think, yo creo pronto yo voy, tengo una pelea para people on the other side of the ocean. You know, I think that Top Rank's building me. You know, Top Rank's they're pushing me in the direction that I would like to be, and I'm and I'm following the plan. You know, but I do think very soon that plan is going to have me fighting some of these international guys. You know, and I think that Usyk and Fury and some of those guys they're kind of on the way out, but this newer generation, and there's a newer generation with like Dubois and like the like some Fraser Clarks and some of these up and comers from overseas as well. I think that's going to be I think there's going to be a shift in the heavyweights like real soon here. I think the old guys are going to go out and the new guys are really going to have to fight for who's on top.
Who's this new guys? I know it's you. I know it's some other fighters in Top Rank. Who do you think this new wave of heavyweights that are gonna overtake this heavyweight scene? Who do you see yourself in that like next wave?
There's me. There's Jared. Jared Anderson. There's Fraser Clark. There's Fabio Wardley. There's a couple guys from Croatia. Bacoli, I think he's here to stay for a while. There's Zhang. He's still out here. There's Parker's still doing his thing. Michael Hunter, I think he's back in town a little bit. You know, so there's a handful of these heavyweights that are knocking on the door, you know. And I think that we have Jalalov as well too. You know, he's a pro as well. I think that all these guys we want it. You know, all of us want it, and I think all of us have the ability to take it. You know, that's the big thing with the heavyweight division is one punch changes everything. You know, so it's really cool to see. Because I think in the heavyweight division, it's like one of the best divisions to see how styles make fights. You know what I mean? Like, because if you get, it's gonna be a fun time. That's all I can say. You know, it's gonna be a fun time in these next couple of years because I do think that there's gonna be a big shift.